Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've posted a new video. I was at a concert this whole time. It was really fun. Anyway, I recently started a new series of shorts on this channel, buying one LEGO Star Wars minifigure until I complete the entire lineup. Since I'll be a Bricklink regular throughout this series, I need a place to store and display all my figures. That leads me to this company, WickedBricks. Right off the bat, I am not sponsored by this company or influenced by them in any way. At least, not yet. While it is easy to be critical of a company, it is really difficult to praise a product without people thinking that you are incentivized to say good things. Hit me up, WickedBricks. Believe me, I pay for everything I have with my full-time job money. You will be getting my honest feedback because there are a few things I don't like about this case. So let's get into it. First, I have to give WickedBricks some credit. This thing was shipped and delivered internationally, lightning fast. I ordered on the night of September 29th. It crossed the ocean from the UK by October 2nd and was at my door on the 4th. It looked like the pieces of acrylic were cut from the machine the day after I ordered. Maybe I just got lucky since this wasn't on back order, but either way it was shipped promptly and that's pretty cool. The case was packaged very well, almost too well. There was no cardboard on the inside holding the pieces together, only tape and those foam pull floats around the edges. It was difficult to get all the tape off, but I understand the precaution when shipping internationally. Each part of the case was layered front and back with a protective film that was super satisfying to peel off. At least the first 20 pieces were fine. If you didn't know, WickedBricks cases are held together by tiny magnetic cubes and screws. And that's it. If you're like me and don't know how to read or just want to build things and figure it out as you go along, please don't do that with this case or you will find yourself unscrewing and screwing back in multiple cubes. Some cubes need to face a certain way, like the ones that face outwards need to be blank so the front plate is magnetized better, which makes it highly inconvenient to mess that up. The top and the left sides of the case were put together without anything interesting happening. No critiques on the build yet, but I do have a few on the instruction manual. The manual can be unclear as to what side of a part needs a cube. This is especially apparent with the back plate. Now that's a very minor thing and could very much be just a me thing, but the subpar manual is consistent throughout the entire experience, at least in my opinion. The metaphorical cracks really start to show when assembling the frame around the back plate. Since acrylic isn't rigid or stiff, it likes to bow out of the pre-drilled slots. Managing the bowing frame and the tiny screws at the same time can be a hassle. I would recommend building with a partner to avoid this issue. Thank God that's over with. Now onto the slats that hold the figures. These small ones go in without much of an issue. Looks really nice so far. I hope the rest of the building experience is excellent. The big slats. I had a truly terrible time putting these in. I get the need for small slat holes so there's a snug fit. However, my slat holes were so small that the slats didn't fit in at all on one side. I couldn't slide it in from the other side. I couldn't brute force it. Nothing was working. I thought this amount of resistance was normal, so I pushed kind of hard. So I pushed some more, and then this happened. This can be seen on both sides of the acrylic. I was furious. I was not going to destroy the other slat holes, so I spent roughly 2 hours filing the holes down with a nail file. For the price, I find it pretty annoying that my slats did not fit into the slat holes. On the website, there is a review of a buyer who did not get his pieces cut the right way, so just keep that in mind. Now for the elephant in the room. Where is the LEGO Star Wars logo that's supposed to be in the middle? Well, I was an idiot and thought that this case included that set. Obviously this is just a case, so I went ahead and ordered that set and used all my LEGO points so it didn't cost me anything. Once it was all put together, the set looks fantastic. I can only imagine what a couple of these look like together. Unfortunately, WickedBricks does not sell this case with the background separately. You just have to buy the whole case again, Star Wars logo and all. The closest thing is just a standard minifigure wall display with a black background. WickedBricks, if you're watching, please release a version of this case without the Star Wars logo and hit me up. So, was this case worth the price I paid for it? Well, here is my very deep and thorough analysis. I think that